from WFFF, this is Local 44 Morning Brew.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. It is August 8th. Welcome to Local 44 The Morning Brew. I'm Megan Carpenter, joined by meteorologist Amanda Nicholas.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. And we've got Erin Cofield joining us too. She's telling us about a pretty cool competition over at Magic Hat, and we're also getting a sneak peek at what we can expect from the South End Art Hop this year too. We got so much going on.
Megan, they do have a lot going on out here this weekend. The 8th annual Wall to Canvas art event. 12 different local artists will be painting things like this within about a 2-hour time frame. A pretty cool thing to check out. So coming up during the Morning Brew, we'll learn more about that and also about how, for the artists at home, you can create a beer label that they may actually put on their Art Hop Ale for next year. We'll explain how you can get involved later in the show.
Fun. Yeah, love that. Thanks, Erin. New Hampshire leaders continue to challenge President Donald Trump on releasing voter information to the White House, while lawmakers and a nonprofit want to stop New Hampshire's Secretary of State.
Just to exercise, due care, especially in construction zones. Normal safe driving practices, wearing your seatbelt and just being careful on the roadway.
In a deadly day on Vermont roadways, 7 lives taken in total in crashes across the state, the deadliest of those in Bridport. Details from that coming up as well. But we got to check our forecast first.
Yeah, so sad. This morning, be extra careful, please. We've got lots of fog and wet roadways, too. That fog is starting to lift and clear, though. It made for a beautiful sunrise in South Hero. Let's start with that. Rob snapped this photo. He actually sent me a picture, too, of the moon setting on the other side. He said you just had to spin 180 degrees to find this pic. You can find both of them on my Facebook page. Thank you so much, Rob, for sharing. Beautiful start to the day in South Hero. Amanda also had a really nice view this morning. She said there was a lot of fog at first, but it cleared up so quickly, and good thing it did, because you got to catch a little bit of the color from the sunrise. So thank you, Amanda, for sharing that photo too. Fog remains an issue in many spots, especially the Adirondacks to the St. Lawrence Valley, really across all of northern New York here. You see that fog on our visibility map. And we also have areas of reduced visibility in central Vermont, northern and central New Hampshire. So again, slow it down. There's low visibility and there are wet roads with rain yesterday, last night, and even a few showers early this morning. Your temps are between about 55 and 60 degrees or so, maybe give or take a degree in either direction. I'm going to leave you with this map for now. But if you stick with us in our full forecast in just a few minutes, we'll talk about a return to some more seasonable numbers. I'll let you know how long the sunshine that's on the way today sticks around. Megan?
All right, thank you, Amanda. Well, as you leave for your morning commute this morning, Vermont State Police remind you, be careful. This follows a deadly day on Vermont roads. We bring you the latest details on this first this morning. Police report 7 people died in 4 car crashes happening with just the span of over 24 hours. The trend began in Springfield with a single vehicle rollover. Another deadly crash claimed a life in Milton shortly after that. 4 people also died in Bridport due to a 2-vehicle crash. The most recent death, a deadly crash in Brownington. We're told that happened around 3:45 yesterday afternoon on Hunt Hill Road. A police investigation found a station wagon did not yield to an oncoming dump truck at an intersection. Police say the truck collided with the driver's side of a Toyota, killing the driver, 36-year-old Michael Bachman of East Calais. The driver of the truck, we're told, was not hurt. The deadliest crash, though, in Bridport, killing 4 people. This after police say a car with those 4 people inside veered into oncoming traffic. Police did release the names of those 4 people, 3 people in fact, 20-year-old Stephen Holmes, 19-year-old Amber Brewer, 38-year-old Justin Hendricks. Police are still notifying family of the 2nd female victim. Police say none were wearing seatbelts. Local 44's Alexandra Leslie was on scene.
A deadly crash in Bridport Monday afternoon.
We had a pickup truck heading southbound, and they were going over the crest of a hill. Another vehicle was coming in the opposite direction, crossed into the pickup truck's lane,
causing this head-on crash. As you can see, significant damage to both vehicles. Police say 2 adults were in the pickup truck. Both were taken to UVM Medical Center for injuries. In the Volkswagen, 2 adult males and 2 adult females.
No survivors in the car, in the Volkswagen car. At this point, we believe they're co-workers.
The road was closed for about 4 hours as a reconstruction team worked to process the scene.
They help really do some detailed measurements and look for other clues that help us piece together what happened.
While police were not initially able to confirm any other factors in the crash, Captain Michael Manley says this stretch of 22A is known to be a problem area year-round.
It has been a roadway that has seen tragic accidents like this. We're a tourism state, and we have a lot of people come up in the summer, and we have a lot of people come up in the winter. And from my experience, we have crashes throughout the year.
Alexander Leslie, Local 44 News, Bridport.
Now again, we are waiting for the name of that 4th person who died in the Volkswagen. Stay with us on air on our Local 22 and Local 44 Facebook page and on mychamplainvalley.com as this story continues to develop. Police say the delivery truck driver killed on I-89 in Milton early yesterday morning was not wearing a seatbelt. The road was reduced to 1 lane for about 5 hours. Police say the driver was going south when he went off the road and hit a tree. The driver, we're told, was found dead on scene. The road had been graded for repavement recently, but we're told is not an active work zone. And officials say this man is pleading not guilty to charges connected to a deadly crash that happened Friday in Royalton. 38-year-old Jeremy Potwin was in court yesterday. The Windsor County State's attorney says Potwin is accused of leaving the scene, gross negligent operation with death resulting, and for driving with a suspended license. His bail is set at $25,000. Well, a bombshell in New York's capital as Senate Majority Leader John Flanagan reveals he received treatment for alcohol addiction. Now local lawmakers are reacting. Local 44's Morgan Mackay reports.
Don't deny your problems, deal with them. And that's what John Flanagan is doing.
Assemblyman John McDonald from Cohoes was not the only one to applaud Senate Majority Leader John Flanagan when Flanagan admitted Sunday that he had sought treatment for his alcohol addiction, which he said stemmed from the pressures and responsibilities of his job.
That was a bold step, and to break the stigma about this is the hardest thing, and I commend him on it.
It took a lot of courage, and John should be commended for coming out with that message.
Many senators and assembly members have already shown their support for Senator Flanagan.
You have to lead by example, and he's leading by example in this issue that he has in his life.
Senator John Flanagan indicated in his statement that he will be remaining in his position as Senate Majority Leader and took this step for his family and to better serve his community.
I never have a problem with people who recognize they have an issue and they want to do something about it.
We'll have to watch and see if it overtakes his ability to do his job. But, I don't think so. I've not seen signs that there's been any type of issues.
Governor Andrew Cuomo did tweet out his support for Senator Flanagan last night, saying, I quote, "Alcoholism is a disease. Leader Flanagan deserves our respect and support for seeking help and for talking about it as an example for others," end quote. Other senators and assembly members did also tweet out their support for the senator. Reporting from the Capitol, I'm Morgan Mackay.
To keep up to date on everything happening in local politics, you can always head to our website, mychamplainvalley.com. Health matters this morning. Starting tomorrow, some New Yorkers can get Narcan at their local pharmacy at little to no cost. Governor Cuomo announced the opioid overdose reversal drug will be available to people with prescription health insurance coverage. People without insurance could still get the drug for free through overdose prevention programs. The governor calls it a first-in-the-nation program. For more details on where to get this, just head to our website. A lawsuit moves forward in New Hampshire challenging the president's Election Integrity Commission. According to WMUR, the ACLU and 2 state lawmakers are filing against the Secretary of State to stop him from sharing voter information with the commission. While this information is publicly available, the lawsuit says the state must go town by town to get permission for it. Secretary of State William Gardner says in a news release, this information is required to be disclosed and is, quote, intended to provide voters with a way to evaluate the election process. The commission was set up by the president to investigate what he calls voter fraud in the 2016 election. It's 7:10. A unique art competition returns to Magic Hat in South Burlington. Coming up, Erin's finding out about the 8th annual Wall to Canvas event. We're checking in with her live.
You're watching Local 44 Morning Brew with Brittany Hibbs, Megan Carpenter, and Sky Tracker meteorologist Amanda Lindquist. This is Local 44 Morning Brew.